Hello traders, this is Igor from FX, your YouTube channel, and today we'll talk about silver. Very often we're talking about gold because when we see that inflation rate going higher, we always think that gold will rise and all we think about buying precious metals as gold. And silver can be very interesting. High debt, increasing inflation, low GDP growth, unemployment and more, everything can influence on silver price. Silver price prediction. Here we have several tasks. The first one, we'll try to present inflation and interest rate. In the next step, we'll try to see the big picture, to see other commodities and their prices right now. Then we will analyze seasonality when we talk about silver. Then we will see something more about silver and renewable energy production in next 10 years. Then we will analyze gold-silver ratio, technical analysis for 50 years. Then we will see just current chart in April 2021. And then we just a little bit say something about our forecast methods. So let me start to talk about silver price prediction. The first thing that we need to talk about is nominal real interest rate and inflation. Right now we have a three lines here on the chart. Inflation rate is red one, nominal interest rate is black one, and blue one is real interest rate. Before I start to talk about current situation, I just want a little bit for beginner traders to say something about these rates. As we know, an interest rate is a percentage of the charge on the total amount that you borrow or you save. When we talk about nominal interest rate, and nominal interest rate refers to the interest rate before taking inflation into account. Inflation is the rate at which the value of currency is falling and general level of prices for goods and services is rising. So this is the basic stuff from financial markets when we talk about these three terms. Now, when we watch this chart, we need to know how we get it. So the real interest rate is calculated as a difference between the nominal interest rate and the inflation rate. Then the chart above displays the nominal interest rate for 1 year US Treasury bond, the US inflation rate, and the resulting 1 year real interest rate. We know that inflation is defined as the yearly percentage change in the consumer price index, CPI. And when inflation is high, prices for goods and services rise, and as the purchase power per unit of currency decreases. So the chart shows that adjusted for inflation, the yield on US Treasuries, this is the blue line of the chart, have often been negative. So I just want to watch this chart and see one interesting fact. So if you want a 50 years, we just back 50 years, and we go to the 1975, you can see and watch this black line. So this black line, this nominal interest rate, is always above pink area, above zero. And right now, this nominal interest rate is negative. And we see every single day that real interest rate is more negative. What we know, when real interest rate is negative, precious metals price rise. People cannot protect, investors cannot protect themselves because they don't want to use bonds. They buy metals. And right now, we have a dovish report, and we know that it will be, for interest rate, zero rates till 2023. So, the most important fundamental impact for silver price, of course, and other gold, platinum, and so on, but for silver price, this inflation, real interest rate, and nominal rate, everything shows that silver should rise in next days, months, and years. So this chart is very important. Now, let me see some other examples. Let me see, for example, commodities. If you're a beginner trader, you need to know that commodity is a basic good that used in commerce, that are interchangeable for other goods and same type. Commodities are most often used as inputs in production of other goods and services. And we know that right now, all commodities are rising. And this is not occasional thing. This is the everything connected with fundamental analysis, like I said, the previous chart. So look, there's the corn rising. Look, there's platinum, it's rising, and so on. You can just go and check the coffee and check other metals. You will see everything from the commodities is rising right now, and it is the fact that we have nominal interest rate and we have huge inflation, and this inflation will influence and metals and all commodities rising. Now, let me see seasonality analysis for silver. If you create this chart and you put in the last 10 years all prices for silver and you try to analyze by seasons, you will see the best season for buying silver is between the January and April month. And this is the moment in April month we have very strong push and metals and silver, but this is just the seasons during the year. Of course, when we buy silver right now, we're buying a long term because we see the bullish expansion for silver in next years, maybe next 10 years. Of course, this is just for short-term traders to know that this season is a bullish season for silver too. Now, I want just to tell you something about, this is the more fundamental aspect about silver, and about silver renewable energy production next 10 years. What I want to tell you is that one of the most significant industrial applications for silver today is use in photovoltaic cells, the building blocks of solar panels, and the leading clean energy technology. With more and more countries setting carbon neutral goals in coming years, however, the increasing adoption of green energy technologies could provide a further boost for silver prices, that we see it close the gap with higher valued metals like gold and platinum. So the silver price will already be supported, the monetary issues supporting gold, for example, high debt, decreasing inflation, low GDP growth, unemployment, and more. But issues that we have worrying for the same time and the compounding further the COVID-19 pandemic, ravaging the global economy. So I want to remember this. Silver is important for renewable energy production, and the silver to be critical to solar power generation market over the next 10 years. So this information is additional factor when we talk about silver price. This is the additional trigger to buy silver. So let me go further. Now somebody will tell, okay, metals will rising, so people will buy. Maybe people will buy gold more than silver. And this is the chart about this. As you can see this chart, this is the gold-silver ratio. You can see that silver is beating the gold, is as better than gold for buying. And you can see the gold-silver ratio downtrend. Why is that? Because gold is good, but gold following the US dollar. And you can see that there is a better opportunity than gold, and silver is that. Another reason is because the green initiative about talking about silver right now. So I see the silver like a new Bitcoin, something like that. Silver as a metal that wasn't traded too much in the last several years and in decades. And this is the opportunity for silver because economy, supply and demand, because this green initiative, because all this impact, silver is new gold. Now to confirm this, I just want you to see something crazy. This is the crazy chart. Why this chart is crazy? If you just take on TradingView, for example, you could go to TradingView, find a monthly chart for silver, and look silver from 1973 to today. Just watch the chart. You can draw this cup and handle pattern on the chart. Do you see? You see the cup and handle, and this is the very, very strong pattern for all technical traders. You know this pattern. You can find on internet, cup and handle. This is the bullish pattern, and this long-term bullish pattern showing that this is the time when the silver can go in strong rising trend and go above $160 and maybe more, can explode. So this is just, of course, this is not the truth, this is not a fact or something like that. This is just opportunity for traders to realize that silver is very interesting for trading right now, and that technical analysis, long-term technical analysis, last 50 years technical analysis, is showing that silver can rise. So right now, we can go to the next chart, and just to look these days, in beginning of 2021, I drew one strong resistance. It's a resistance from March 2020 till April 2021, and this very strong resistance line is broken. On April 7 April, this line was broken, and then we had moderate bullish trend. Then price went down to the trend line. As you can see, it was yesterday, and from the yesterday, price started to go up again. Of course, we can see here some up and down, but this is the one of the price levels that we enter on one position. We have several positions. We bought last year at price $24. We bought silver. Again, we created another buy position at $25, and we plan in the end of this week another position if we see that bullish trend is strong. And we hope that price of silver will go much more in next weeks and next days. And I think the gold will not follow the silver in this half of the year, but the next half of this year, in the autumn and during the September, October, November, December, I think that gold will follow the silver and go rising trend too. But I think that silver will be stronger than gold. Of course, like I said, you can see this analysis on the 4-hour chart, and you can see the bullish trend of the silver. We can expect that price will go above 30, like I said, and this is not the end. I hope that maybe on the end of this year or during the next year, silver will be triple digits. Of course, we use a lot of machine learning methods when we work to price prediction. This is not the good way. Price prediction using machine learning methods is not always the best, but we are using the fundamental analysis. we use some 10 parameters, and sometimes we have algorithms with 20 and 30 parameters, and so on. We create some machine learning methods, machine learning models using the various machine learning methods like neural networks, symbolic regression, ensemble methods. And like I said, neural networks, we created another model, and all these models that we use just show this exactly the same thing. They try to represent a bullish trend or silver, and prices always above this current price. Of course, it's very hard to predict the next price because when volatile market is very hard to predict. And we need to understand that forecast in this kind of area like financial markets today are not so good. So because of that, we use symbolic regression and simple robust models to show and try to predict the next price levels. For beginner traders, I need to just tell a couple words about the basic terms. Machine learning is the study of the computer algorithms that improve automatically through experience and by use of the data. Neural networks are a series of algorithms that mimic the operations of a human brain to recognize relationship between vast amounts of data. And what we know, they're used in variety of application in financial services for forecasting, using marketing research, fraud detection, risk assignment, and so on and so on. Another term that I use is symbolic regression. Symbolic regression is a type of regression analysis that searches the space of mathematical expressions to find a model that best fits a given data set. So both in terms of accuracy and simplicity. So we use several machine learning methods and we try to predict market, but all this is not so important. Why? Because all data that we have, technical data from prices, fundamental data that I just show you, everything that we have right now, every single trigger is showing that silver is going up. So it's not strange that we have so big prices when you talk about silver. It's not important. Forecast price is not important. What is important is just look interest rate, just look gold silver ratio, just analyze this 50 years chart, the 10 years chart, analyze everything that we show in this video, and I hope that you can see silver as opportunity. I just want to repeat, this video is not a video to push you to buy silver, to sell something or buy. No. This is nothing. This is not advice. This is just analysis that we created for ourselves and it want to share with the market and the people. So just I want you to know that. So I wish you a great day and bye-bye.